Hey everyone, Smooth Frosty here, and today we're back with the Minecraft for Beginners series. And today's episode we're going to be chasing diamonds. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good episode. We're looking at getting enough diamonds that we can hopefully get into the Nether. So stay tuned for this exciting episode in the Minecraft for Beginners series. I will see you in a moment.
Get it back. We could ever get it back.
And welcome back, everyone. So before we start today, I'd like to set a goal for this video. I'd like to get at least 10 likes on this video. And yeah, we'll go from there. So today's agenda is going and getting, going and trying to find as many diamonds as possible. We do have iron tools now. If you watched the last episode, we went and got some iron tools, and we found this great big huge massive cave. It's still glitching out. Now I know there's gold and stuff down here, and you know I have come down, you know, and we are at almost at the right level where we should be. So there should be no reason why we cannot find diamonds down here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to come down in here, and we'll just go from here, and we'll continue down to Y11, which is right there. And what we'll do is we'll clear out a hallway and bring it off to the sides here, and then we can do some strip mining, or not strip mining, some shaft mining, I guess you'll call it, or yeah, just you know, do some shoots out and see if we can't find anything. We are going to need more torches, though. You know, I just realized now I've only got 10 torches. So what I'll do is I'll go and get some torches, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm back, and I have got a little over a stack and a half of torches, which should be more than enough for, you know, the purpose that we need them for. So like I said, I'm going to clear out a little hallway here. I'm going to get some torches up, and then I'm going to start branch mining. And yeah, we'll you know, we'll just see what we can find. I will probably just go ahead and time lapse this, just because, well, I could sit here and mine the entire time, but I don't exactly think that that would make for good content. So I will see you guys when we find our first diamond. Alrighty, so we're back, and that didn't take long at all. You know, it looks like we've got possibly 4, it might be a little bit more. Now, when you're in a single player world or in any world and you do come across diamonds, it's good to dig around them, because if you don't, I mean, right now you can't really hear anything because I've got the game volume turned down. And you know, when I'm recording like that, it also makes it so that it's difficult to determine whether or not there's lava around, and that's why why I was saying you should dig around, you know, just to check to see. It looks like we've only got 4 diamonds for, yeah. So the vein itself only has 4 diamonds, but I mean, that's not an overly huge deal. I mean, that's another 4. That brings us up to 7 in total now because of the raid on the dungeon, on the desert temple. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get this filled back in. You know, I like to be able to, I like keeping things relatively neat anyways. And yeah, so what I've done here is I've come down, and what this does is it makes it so that you can mine in branches. So for instance, if you mine here, this one you can see during that one, this row here you can see during this one, and this will bring us right back out to the other side. The other thing that I would suggest doing is to always come out that extra 3 because you're going to be going down where the torches are. So something else in terms of torch efficiency when you're mining, if you mine 8 blocks before you place a torch, you will never have a spot that mobs can spawn in. So for instance, there's this torch here. We mined the initial 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 from there, which is right here. So if you place a torch there and you go into your, you press F3 and you go in and you look, you're looking for where it says client light halfway through, and you're looking for where it says the number and then the block. So for instance, there is not a spot anywhere. It doesn't even drop below 10. And, you know, that makes it so that it's super safe. So you're not going to have to worry about mobs spawning in here when you're not down here. Which, in the previous versions, in the older versions of Minecraft, especially in Alpha, there would be problems with mobs spawning inside your base while you're sleeping, or yeah, like, you know, they would just spawn basically everywhere. So also when you're mining, I wouldn't, if you mine this block out, don't worry about that block there, because you will end up getting everything when you come back through on your next pass. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to mining. I'll just time lapse this, and I will see you guys when I'm done. We are having just, you know, the best day apparently. I mean, here's some more diamonds. That's 2, 3, 4, another 5 diamonds, just like that. Oh, this is going to be a good mining run. I will see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so we're back out at the initial area now. I've only really been mining for about 20 minutes, so I mean, it's not that much time, but like we got over 2.5 full stacks of redstone, almost a stack of lapis, a bunch of coal, not too much iron, a little bit of gold, but 9 diamonds in total for this run. That puts us up to 12 so far. So I mean, 12 isn't too bad. I do see. I think that's obsidian right there. Yeah, there's some obsidian right there, which kind of cool. It'll make it. We don't have aqua affinity, but what I'll do is I'll clear all the water out so that I can kind of dig that. Or better yet, there's obsidian right here too. So what I can do is I can just start on there. We only need, we need 14 obsidian in total. We need 4 for our enchantment table and 10 for our nether portal. And the nether portal is definitely going to be next episode. I mean, we're going to upgrade our farms, probably the episode after that, through the use of observers and comparators and stuff like that. And of course, as always, I'll walk you guys through that. I mean, that's what this series is about showing everybody the absolute basics of Minecraft. So that way you don't need to, because what you can actually take this sugarcane here, for instance. Right now it is a manual harvest farm, which is a tier 1 farm. Like that is, there's no other way to put it. That's a tier 1 farm where you have to do everything yourself. Tier 2 is where it's semi-automatic, which we can actually do right now, actually, because we have redstone, we have iron, and we have cobblestone. We can actually turn this into a semi-automatic farm. Maybe that's what I'll do next episode. Next episode, I'll upgrade the farms so that the farms are all semi-automatic. And then we'll do the nether update, or the nether episode, and we'll get automatic farms going. Like, an automatic egg collection farm so that I don't need to run around and collect the eggs. Or maybe an automatic chicken cooker as well, and definitely some automatic wool farms as well. That's why we have so many sheep, is so that we can get the wool. I don't have cows yet. I'm gonna have to get cows, but I think what I'll do is I'll make a cow crusher, and that requires no redstone at all. Literally, it requires a chest, a hopper, 2 fences, but you get one of them back, and some wheat, which we do have wheat right here. So that's a very, very, very easy farm to build. You basically well, to be completely honest, the easiest way to do it, I can actually do the setup for it right now. I don't know where I want it, but let's put it over here. We'll do the setup for it. So basically, what you want to do is you want to dig down 3 in total. You're going to have a hopper here facing into a double chest, and you just staircase your way down. Yeah, like this is the outline for it. I mean, we actually have the materials right now, I believe, to actually build it. So there's 2 chests. I am gonna need a 3rd chest, and this this donkey wants in on the action. he wants to be recorded. I should get a lead for him. So you're gonna make a hopper, and a hopper is, well, a hopper is made by placing 5 pieces of iron just like so, and then a chest. And then we need a second chest. So essentially what happens here is you take your double chest, you put your double chest down like that, then while holding shift so that you're crouching, you place the hopper, except it won't place into the chest. Weird. Alright, let's... Oh, really? Wow, this is weird. It won't place into the chest. Okay, I know what the problem is. Alrighty, we'll have to do this from the surface. Just like that. So you place your hopper into the chest, and then you can take the dirt that you dug out, and you're going to want a staircase. You're going to want at least one stair as well. I forgot about the stair. Of course I forgot about it. Or you can use glass. Glass works as well. We have some glass, so I'll use some glass. Place a piece of glass over top of that side. You can place it over top of all of them if you want. And for the most part, this is done. It's literally, do we have any fences left? And we already have the fences. You only need one. Well, you need two, but you get one back. So, you know, this stuff is all done. I'll harvest this, and then maybe we'll go get some cows, and you know, I can just do that this episode. Get the cow crusher going this episode. I mean, it doesn't take that long to do, so the longest part is harvest. Honestly, mining was longer. So, yeah, we'll just get this planted back up, and then we'll go find some cows, and we'll lead the cows right into the little hole over here. And that's literally it. Once they're down there, you just, we do need another dispenser, or we need a dispenser. So maybe I won't get cows because I don't think I have a bow. I do have a bow. Okay. And I have redstone now. So, so we can do this. So you're going to need a dispenser as well. I forgot about the dispenser. The dispenser is made, helps if I grab the bow. So the dispenser is made by placing 7 pieces of cobblestone around the outside, the bow in the center, and the redstone in the bottom. And that gives you your dispenser. We're also going to need a bucket of water. Buckets are really easy to make. You only need 3 iron to make a bucket of water. Just like that. And the dispenser itself actually goes in here. And of course it's not facing the right way. Of course it's not. Alrighty, not a big deal. We'll do it this way. There. Now it's facing the correct way. And inside that dispenser is going to be a bucket of water. And you can use a pressure plate to activate it. Or you can use a button, or you can use a lever. It's entirely up to you, to be honest. But this is probably the easiest way to get leather and to get beef, you know. So it's almost nighttime. We're gonna have to sleep soon. So you just put your bucket of water in. If you want a lever, levers are really easy to make. 1 piece of cobblestone, 1 stick, and you have a lever. And what that does, you have to flick it twice for it to work. What that does is it'll make it so that the cows jump up and down when they're inside there. Oh, these guys are so annoying. I swear, this is like the 4th time they've come around. But, yeah. I'm gonna... It's almost nighttime too, so... maybe I'll go sleep and maybe they'll pass by. They have seen me, so... Yeah, we have no food. I'll have to get some food. That's where the cow crusher comes in. Really handy is... yeah, they're still there. So I'll... do I have any food? I don't want to eat the golden apple. I'll just make some bread. So you make bread just by putting 3 wheat next to each other. Now we're going to go take out these pillagers again. So an easy way so that you don't get the bad omen is to let the other guy actually kill this guy. You can hit him a couple of times, just don't kill him, and then you get the banner, but you don't get the bad omen effect. And yeah, pretty easy. I mean, you do take a little bit of damage doing it, but overall it's not really that big of a deal. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go and get some cows. I think there's cows over here. Go and find ourselves some cows, bring the cows back, and oh, there's another little cave there. Cool. Yeah, there's a cow over there. Ideally you want 2 to start. I don't know if we're going to get 2 or not though. There's a couple over there, but we'll build a bridge. We'll build a bridge across, make it easy for them to get across. Otherwise they'll be swimming forever. And yeah, so ideally you want, you know, well, you want more than 2 cows to start with, but you only actually need 2 cows to start this. So, you know, I mean, there's a bunch of cows over here, but I've got 2 and that's all I need. Just make sure that they are still following you. They will actually use the bridge if there is a bridge available. So we'll walk them back over and get them pushed in. Occasionally you have to watch to make sure that they don't stop following you, because they will. It's time consuming, but what I'll do is I'll just, you know, I'll cut the, well, yeah, we're so close to the house I don't need to cut the video. Yeah, we'll bring the cows over and we'll get them pushed into place, and that is if they want to continue following me. Get them into place, get them all pushed in, and then we can start breeding them. And they will not be able to escape at all. They'll be stuck there. This will be their permanent home now. So there's something in Minecraft, there's a mechanic in Minecraft that's called entity cramming. And what entity cramming is it only allows a maximum of 24 entities in a 1 block by 1 block space. So essentially what that means is that as long as you get them down in here, now this is the hard part, getting them to, you know, getting them to fall down into that spot is the hard part. It's by far the hardest part, especially if you have more than 1 cow at a time. They don't tend to cooperate very much. They will actually fit. They will fit. It's just, like I said, it is, you know, sometimes a little bit difficult. So and this is probably the easiest way to do it, to be 100% honest. I mean, you could make the gap a little bit wider, but that would push them down and around. Oh, will you get down in there? Seriously, thank you. Get in there. Alrighty, there we go. So we have the 2 of them in there. And like I said, you need 2 fence posts, but you get 1 back. And that's it. It's done. That's all there is to it. Now you just flick the lever, bring them up, and you just breed them up. Flick the lever again. You'll get experience. There'll be a little baby cow born. Now the way this works is once you get to so the next time that we breed them, we will get another baby cow. When those 2 baby cows grow up and we breed all of them, it'll bring us up. We'll get 2, and that'll bring us up to 6, which will then bring us up to 9, and we'll get 4 out of breeding them, which will, that brings it up to 13, and then we'll get 6, which brings us up to 20. And then the next time that they breed, it'll bring it up over 24. And 2 of the adult cows will actually die, and their leather and beef will go into this chest. And that's it. That's it's a semi-automatic farm. It's a tier 2 farm. And the reason why I say tier 2 is because it's still manually controlled, but it does everything else for you. All you need to do is turn it on and breed them, and yeah. So what we'll do is we will work on tier 2 farms, or we may skip tier 2 farms and go straight to tier 3 farms, which involves going into the nether. Tier 2 farms are great, except that they don't really offer, I mean, they're not as efficient, to be 100% honest. Tier 3 is usually tier 3 is tier 3. It's the end tier. But there is actually a tier above it that's tier 4, and what that is essentially where a tier 3 farm is considered a single module, and you have several modules. I know on YouTube, if you watch people like Iskall or Ilmango is really good for it. They will make these monster farms, and those monster farms are tier 4 farms. Some of them touching on tier 5 because of the sheer amount that they produce. But yeah, so we did get a bunch of diamonds. We're up to 12 diamonds now, and we're gonna get that fortune 2 put on the put on a pickaxe. We do have some extra iron. We will be able to make an anvil, and the fortune 2 on there will come in really handy. Something else I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look around, and I'm going to find where the nearest village is, because we do actually need to get a villager over here so we can get our mending villager going. Build tiny little huts for them to live and work in. So yeah, anyways, this has been Smooth Frosty. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, dropped a like, and consider subscribing if you have not already done so. As always, everyone, stay frosty. I will see you next time.
We could never get it back.